have been masturbating to horses.
Hello and welcome, faithful listeners, to the Uncle Cider Bad Touch Basement Hour. I'm your host, M. Deathmag. With me is M. Bullshit.
Hey.
And Lucky.
Hi.
And who are these two faggots with us? These two shitbags.
Apple
Cider's the basement.
Well, I said Uncle Cider, not implying it was you, but if you want to say it's your Bad Touch Basement, you can go right ahead.
Touchy puzzle basement. I love that Patton Oswalt skit so bad.
Yeah, he's pretty.
This reminds me of a puzzle.
And cry.
Yeah, so we have Apple Cider and Chef Sandy. They do another fucking podcast. You probably never heard of it.
Yeah, Starry's here also. She's getting acquainted with the Aristocrats, the Gilbert Gottfried version. She's almost at the end. She's going to get really disappointed in a second.
Cool. Well, we'll keep in touch to hear her reaction, considering she can never keep her fucking mouth shut. So
what'd you think, baby? She just finished the Aristocrats.
I don't get it.
That's part of it. It's 10 minutes of torture, and then the end of it just ends.
So, yes, M. Bullshit is our number 2 host because he's the shit. And then we have Patrick, who's sucking off his mic.
No, Amazon. I'm sorry.
And there's this faggot right over here.
Yeah, who we managed to pull away from Whataburger for an hour. And then we have Apple Cider, with the only one in the group who has a constant supply of Sliz. So.
I need to get more of that covered on my face.
Yes. A new fragrance by Axe.
If only you guys knew.
Hey guys, what's Sliz? I just agreed that I had a bunch of it. Huh?
Well, I said I basically implied you had a girlfriend, and you had a constant access to Sliz.
Okay.
So figure it out.
Sliz malt liquor. You go to the, California doesn't have restrictions.
Hold on, I'm YouTubing how to Sliz. I need to... This is a drinking vessel engineered to eliminate the cringe between taking a shot and reaching for a chaser. Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Yes, that's what we were implying.
That's exactly what I was implying.
Sopping wet.
Oh, yeah, that's the other one. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. This is the fucking Grand Canterlot Cavalcade in Color, a Gentle Colts podcast.
Kind of do have a slur.
For sophisticated bronies. I'm not slurring.
We're classy as hell. So.
I'm not drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep, add the episode number in the show notes real quick. I forgot to do that.
Boy, we are fucking pros. Metal shit. We don't have any metal shit. Because nothing's happened. That's how our lives are. So we'll just head straight into cool shit. And Bullshit, what the fuck do you have for us?
Alright, my first and only piece of cool shit this week is the Ask Forgotten Octavia Tumblr. Ask Forgotten Octavia is a fairly depressing portrait of Octavia. But what's particularly interesting is that the mod has been gone for a long time. I thought the Tumblr had completely died. But only recently, or just recently, the mod came back and started drawing again. And so the AskForgottenOctavia.tumblr.com is back. And it's a really fun Tumblr. It's very cute in a sad way. The art's nice, too.
She's back, she's black, and she's madder than a heart attack.
Exactly. And I can't really make a dirty joke. My mind doesn't work that way.
Not to rag on this. I really hate it when they include that follower counter thing.
Oh, you mean like I do on my Tumblr?
Yes, I hate that. I hate it when people obsess over the number of followers they have.
I hit 100 today.
Maybe you're just
Go you.
Maybe you're just jealous.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just jealous.
No, I actually have more followers than Ben, but that's all I'm going to say, because I love all my followers equally, and if and people leave, I don't care.
See, Tumblr is just LiveJournal 2.0.
It is.
That is so true. So true.
That is very,
right.
very true. That is very, very true. Oh, shit, I just remembered. We got a couple questions to ask these two chaps.
Oh, we'll put that in after the cool shit.
Yes, we can do that. I just remembered. See, that's how fucking pro we are. So, as forgotten to Octavia, I'll go and follow that, see if it's worthwhile. And that leaves it on to me. My first thing is this news article coming from Switzerland, and which reads, "Dolphins die of drug overdose after a Swiss rave." And basically what happened was this aquarium, this marine park in northern Switzerland, decided to host a rave. You know, let all the kids come out with their pacifiers and their neon jeans and their light glow sticks and their ecstasy, and just go out to the marine park and just have a blast. Well, it turns out 2 dolphins ended up getting killed because somebody or a couple people dumped a shitload of heroin into their aquarium. And, well, there you have it.
It answers the eternal question. Can dolphins get high? Yes. Yes, they can.
Too high.
Well, I'm just wondering what would happen if you just dumped a shitload of ecstasy in there.
They're already like the deepest of the sea, so I'm not sure.
It's like, I'm pretty sure if you gave like heroin to like a manatee or a walrus, it probably wouldn't have any effect. I'm pretty sure ecstasy wouldn't have any effect on a dolphin, because they're already super hyper.
You know what? We need to go back to the Nazi era. Just start drugging up things, just to find out. Like, let's give meth to a sloth, see if it goes normal. You know, it's just like let's just take everything and try and give it its opposite, and let's see if it goes normal.
Did you ever read about the story about when they tried to see what would happen if they gave? It's happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. What would happen if they tried to give LSD to an elephant?
I didn't hear that one.
This was in Tulsa. I guess the University of Oklahoma or some fucking shithole university decided to answer that age-old question. And so they managed to wrangle an elephant for a couple hours from the zoo, the local zoo. And what they decided to do is, to administer the LSD, they decided to load it up into a dart and shoot it at the elephant, which they proceeded to do. And the elephant freaked the fuck out for about a minute, had a massive heart attack, and died.
Why?
Yes.
I'm not sure if you've heard about this one. I'm going to link it in the chat, but how about the one where in the 70s a hippie talked about how he was researching with dolphins by using LSD and allowing them to fuck him?
I heard about that, but I heard it was actually a woman.
I think it was a couple. I can link that, but yeah, I'm just like, yeah, we want to get closer to these dolphins. So, sweetie, could you just let this dolphin fuck you?
Well, I remember there was actually a study. There was a study done to try to see if dolphins could be taught a human language. And so what they tried to do, they tried all these types of different ways to teach it that. It didn't work out. So what they tried to do is to see if, hey, maybe if living with a dolphin would help out. So this lady scientist volunteered, and she ended up living in this specially constructed apartment, which had about 3 feet, had enough water in it to where she could move around comfortably, and so could the dolphin. And they ended up living in there for 10 weeks. And after about 4 weeks, the dolphin, who was a male, was really coming on to her, was really getting turned on by having her there, and tried approaching her and stuff. And she kept rejecting him, and he got incredibly violent and started, like, biting her and shit. And it turned out to be an incredibly fucked up experiment. I gotta find the link somewhere because it ended up almost coming to where they actually fucked.
And supposedly in this article, bestiality isn't illegal in Florida. So for all of you out there looking to really put the friendship into magic,
Jesus. Well, there goes our listener base.
I would just like to say that while the Grand Canterlot Cavalcade does not condone acts that are illegal, bestiality might be a sin, but man, is it fun.
We do, however, find it hilarious.
Oh.
I'm only doing this because M made me.
I paid him. I paid him in episode editing.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
To anyone potentially offended by this, we didn't really mean to do it.
and these are just our stunt doubles.
Anyone offended by this, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck off.
It's our podcast stunt doubles.
Sure.
Yes, that is a thing that exists.
Yes. Yes. Now I just got the thought in my head. It would be really funny to see a pelican with just his fucking mouth full of chew. I don't know why. I just thought that would be hilarious. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, really.
What? Just like have like a bucket of chew in his fucking.
Hang him out to dry on this. Hang him out to dry.
Yeah. Just a fucking bucket of chew.
Just
in that fucking.
Just ignore it. Just quiet. Nothing. Just let them suck on it, and just nothing happens.
And it dies.
Yeah, just.
But like they don't have teeth, so they can't chew.
No, don't bring it up. Just let it die.
All right.
Oh shit! It's bad when I'm laughing at my own joke.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, it's my turn.
On to Lucky.
All right, yeah, it's my turn. So, I have an interesting bit of news popped up today on Equestria Daily. This is where I found it. Kind of cheating. But anyways, John Delancey, he was in glorious Canadian capital of Ottawa, I'm guessing sometime last week or today or yesterday or something. And he was talking about the Brony community, and I guess he was answering questions or something. And he decided to go on a tangent about how he was really taken aback by how welcoming they were or something like that. It's in a video in the link in the show notes, but he says he's unhappy with the portrayal that the way the mainstream media is portraying the bronies, and he wants to make a documentary proving otherwise.
Huh.
Apparently.
Hey, that documentary is gonna be canceled once he finds Tumblr.
Just email.
Hey, Delancey. Delancey, you ever heard of a website called E621? Oh.
Just email him. There's this
Suddenly,
man.
project canceled.
There's this man you absolutely must meet. He will give you incredible insight into the Brony community. His name is EC Major.
Also, go talk to a guy named Scoon.
No, we're not talking about Spoon anymore.
Oh yeah, he's a band subject.
Yo, man, I got
Okay.
this friend called Mega Sweet. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he did the 20% cooler design on his shirt. You see it Hot Topic all the time. Oh yeah, and then he drew pictures of people grabbing the main six spot from behind and
Oh, that is one of my favorite sets, by the way.
bury his face.
But
All right.
I just love how when that series was being released, it just gradually grew more and more hardcore until it just turned into full blown fisting. It's always the quiet ones. It's always the quiet ones.
It always is.
yeah,
It's the biggest whores.
the biggest horse.
The biggest horse, literally.
Ling.
All right. Chef.
Smackety smackety do.
So that's that. I guess we're moving on. Chef's turn.
Oh,
I didn't know what this part of the show was about. I'm like, this is weird. I'm on another show that's not mine.
From our show, you should know.
Oh, I'm such a filthy casual. I just picked a story called The Mounting of Rainbow Dash. It's pretty funny.
saddlebags.
You should read it.
Saddlebags.
Well, I would have suggested another story, but I couldn't find it. Yeah, well,
You are a filthy casual.
Hey, I've been out of town all fucking weekend.
Yeah, you weren't on my show. My show. You weren't on our show.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Drama.
I'm cheating on you. Oh.
Exclusive!
Oh,
Exclusive!
Star's already major bro on you. Just like, we never get a week off. I know.
She doesn't get one.
Oh man.
She doesn't
Fucking-
get back in that kitchen.
I know. Find that replacement for you. So is it my turn? I don't know.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. Let me actually stop playing Realm of the Mad God for a second. So let's see. Looking at this. So yeah, Fimflam Philosophies Rainbow Dash presents. These were posted up on Equestria Daily a while back, and I'm kind of picky when it comes to animation, and some of the older stuff is not as good, but the Captain Hook, the biker gorilla, and some of the other ones on here. So they're retellings of like some of the classic grimdark and like weird clop stories that have been out there, but the entire basis of them are completely different. Like the cupcakes eventually degenerates into Rainbow Dash getting murdered, but it is resolved by I stab you in the chest. Okay, I guess I'm a ghost. It's just goddamn ridiculous, and just the entire basis of all these stories, which are supposed to be like crazy grimdark, are turned funny. And yeah, Captain Hook the Biker Gorilla, which is secretly Rainbow Factory, is probably the best. Because it's just he puts in Olmec, like he is able to make goddamn the Secrets of the whatever. It's an Olmec reference. It's awesome. So yeah, that's my. I love it. I haven't talked about it on the show, but it's good.
Is that giant gummy bear?
I don't know.
That's a giant gummy bear. I want that. I want that giant gummy bear. It's in one of the videos.
Yeah, I see that. It's the top one. Alan Hour, Stupid Man versus Food. Is he that whole gummy bear? I want to put this on mute, that way I can actually watch it.
That actually reminds me, because we did talk about on my old podcast, The Electric Brony, we talked about the giant gummy bear. And then the one guy, Dan, I think it was Dan, suggested taking that and turning it into a giant pony and then selling it as a sex toy that you can eat.
When you're done.
Man,
Yeah.
we are
So-
dumb people.
Yes, we are.
Somebody buy it.
So we were talking about setting up a business where we get that one dude who makes the full size plushies. We take those and then take the fucking fleshlights from Bad Dragon and install them in those, and then sell that as an entire package. So
I'm looking at this gummy bear here. I'm just thinking, you hollow it out. That's all I'm gonna say. You fill in the rest. So
Ha! I get it.
edible fleshlights. As long as you don't mind eating your own cum.
I'm just being silly,
Dude,
baby.
it's like when you bite into it, it's like a giant fruit gusher.
Sweetie, I can say anything on the show because no one watches it.
I take offense to that.
Yeah, you know what? No one watches it because it's an audio podcast, you
I
fucking
know.
moron.
Nobody pays attention to these shows.
Yes.
Are we gonna have a fight?
I just realized, like, our relationship between our podcasts is sort of like Foghorn Leghorn, and that little chicken hawk. It's just that we keep butting in, and you guys are just like, I don't know.
Oh, there, little chick.
I say, boy, I say.
There you go.
You thinking you're
Yes.
doing?
Yeah, I've already gotten Starry to start drinking, so it's been a good show.
Cool. Maybe we can get her to say some racial slurs.
That'd be nice.
Yes.
No, she's Asian. Asian people are full of them.
Hey, Asian people are racist
Asian
as
people
hell.
are fucking racist.
Oh, fucking chunks.
Ben, quick, be
Chinese
racist.
people?
Oh boy, here it comes.
Oh shit.
What did he say?
He said the Asian people are racists.
Ben, you are so dumb. So dumb.
Yeah, isn't it the Chinese that said that, like, white people are undercooked and black people are overcooked, but Chinese were cooked just the right amount of time or something.
Yeah, my aunt used to say that.
Ow.
Yeah.
Unlike somebody.
Huh?
Wow.
Huh?
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 I don't know what's going on here.
You
All right, let's move on to our next
Welcome
section.
to our show.
Wait, I
No
got
one
one,
knows what's
one
going
more
on.
thing to talk about.
Oh, that's right. You've got another cool thing.
Yeah, it's actually just links to a search term from Ponyborough. And you should have content preferences set to everything, so that way you get to see all the content under this search term. And the search term is human fetish, and a lot of it is stuff from the Weaver. And of course, it has Lyra, because the fandom has decided that Lyra is totally obsessed with hands and wants to be a human.
Lyra, you asshole.
Lyra.
Lyra. Jesus fucking Christ, learn to spell.
Heartstrings. Heartstrings has a fetish for
AC, I
humans.
don't know if we can keep doing this. This is a bit beyond the pale, I say.
Anyway, I didn't want to focus on Lyra. Fucking assholes. My main thing for this was Fluttershy, the human fetish Fluttershy, which is hilarious. Because it's like she totally wants to get with a human.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm laughing so hard.
She's like, she's always after around.
Yeah, she's like, you try to escape, I turn on my rape.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Great.
Alright, that's all I got. Oh yeah, questions. Yeah. We're
Alright.
professionals.
So before this episode, we opened up our inbox for any of our fans who are following our Tumblr to ask questions to you guys.
Alright.
So this will be interesting because I don't know what these questions are. I didn't look at the inbox.
That'd be good for part of the show to be interesting.
Oh, one of them. Well, we only got 2 questions because apparently we do have quite a few listeners, but none of them want to respond back. So I think that kind of makes sense for the nature of this podcast.
Okay.
So the first question is from Tabula Rojo. And he says, here's a nice drama-loaded question. And actually, I don't know if I should answer. Oh, fuck it. All right, here's a nice drama-loaded question. Why are Chef and AC not going to BronyCon this summer?
All right. You get this one, Chef.
Okay. Basically, we have our doubts as to its stability and capacity to be a successful convention after January. And while personally I'm thinking that, yeah, they sure do have a lot of nice guests, I want to see that Andrew and his crew, see if Andrew and his crew can pull it off before I decide to spend the $1,000 it would cost me to go up to New York in June.
I mean, it is kind of it is a bit of a cost question for us because we've got to so if we just ship the 2 of us, that's looking at $1,000 just to get us across the United States and back with the stuff, and housing us at the convention. If there's not any payment for us showing up or anything, and we've already committed to Everfree Northwest, so that's set. And there is just I think that the guest list is good, and it's just kind of the question of what can we really ask that would be pertinent to what's being happening right now. Lauren Faust is awesome, and I would love to talk with her, but my question becomes okay, well, she hasn't technically done anything since she was helping with season 2. She was very instrumental in season 1, but she's not doing anything on the show now. Delancey's obviously doing some more stuff, but there was a period of time where it was kind of like Delancey was just like, what the heck are these well, I don't friggin' know. So that was kind of like, well, don't really want to have, a big conversation with someone that doesn't seem like they're into it. I'd rather have a member of the production team that's, on it and really interested to talk. So, I don't know. I mean, for the content-wise, it could be something like that. I'm still, like, quasi on the fence of going just to see and hang out with people and, just be like, oh, hey, I've met you online. That's kind of cool. We can actually, like, get together and talk. But it's just, it's a little bit of time and it's a little bit of, like, do we want to be there? I'm still on the fence. It would only probably be me, since it sounds like Chef is not as interested to go this time around if that happened.
Yeah, plus it's the New York City area in the summertime, which gets hot as hell. And
it's Jersey area. It's not even New York City.
Yeah, so you're dealing with Jersey. I mean, you're dealing with dudes in wife beaters with hairy chests and Ray-Bans. Chef Sandy wouldn't survive a day there.
He's a very gentle soul.
I'm from Texas. We don't have things like that down here.
Yeah, he's like the whale shark. He's like really huge and intimidating, but he's really gentle.
Jesus Christ!
Don't worry, Chef Sandy. I'm fat too, so it's okay.
Huge and intimidating. That's right there. He's huge, but intimidating.
He looks huge. I said he looks huge and intimidating, but he's a gentle giant.
Oh, the huge manatee!
Literally. Oh, hey, and that's where the Hindenburg did crash, was in New Jersey. Hey, there we go.
He just brought it back around.
Yes. So, and I like to reassert, especially for Tabula Rojo, because he was messaging me personally about the whole BronyCon thing. If you're going there as an attendee, you're going to have a fucking blast. You're going to see Lauren Faust. You're going to see John Delancey. You're going to see a shit ton of artists you can throw your money at. You're going to see a shit ton of musicians. If you go as an attendee, you're going to have a fucking blast. Mostly what we're talking about is just stuff on the back ends.
Yeah, and that's really a lot of what we've had problems with.
Yeah,
it's just the back end of BronyCon and all that stuff since January.
And the thing I can say is that it's gotten better. If it's done anything, it's gotten better ever since. Because January, right after the convention, it was like, oh shit, oh this isn't good, oh, this is actually really bad.
Yeah, so I just like to say that going as an attendee, you're gonna have a blast. If you go, the money you're putting into going will be totally worth it. It'll be an experience you can bring home and tell stories about. So, it's just we're talking about back end shit. So, Tabula, you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, we had a great time at BronyCon, by itself. Drama, all the other stuff was just like certain extra little stuff on the back end that most anyone else probably didn't even notice. So, if you're just a general attendee, you'll have a good time. Just hang out with people and, just go there. Don't just corner yourself in. Like, actually just go and meet some people and be like, hey, I like Fluttershy. That's cool.
Yeah, and go shake hands with Will Draw for food. Go get a drawing from Joseko.
Yeah, wait in line for 6 hours.
Go call Mike the Microphone a faggot. Go get a drawing. Go get an ass picture from Lil Miss J. You'll have a blast.
Steal Seth's phone.
Yeah, steal Seth's phone and post up all his contacts and text messages on the 4chan. All that fun shit you do at a con. And then we have another question here from the worst tech priest, who actually has sent us quite a few really good questions we've answered before. This is for the Bronyville podcasters. Why don't you two just shut up and make out already?
All right, come here.
Okay.
Oh, there, we did it.
Oh god, it's like a beanbag orgy.
That wasn't
Horrible.
a makeout. That was a peck. Come on.
You know, Starry's gonna get jealous.
Well, see, Lucky. The problem is that they can't. It's sort of like their bellies get in the way. They kind of have to go to the side, and it's kind of hard to make out. So
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm yoked.
You're yoked.
You're not.
I'm so yoked.
You're all brawlied the fuck up. You're sucking down those protein shakes.
I look like that lady that was trying to tan her 8-year-old.
What? You look like a lady?
Yeah, I look like a lady.
Oh god, you mean that piece of beef jerky with a kid?
Yeah.
Oh god, that was horrifying.
My favorite part of all those comments is how much for the talking leather couch.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, they just made out. They did well. They made out as well as a fat guy and a piece of beef jerky could make out.
My favorite thing is that of all like the stuff that's out there, like there's been pictures put on. Was it Ponaburu or something like that? And people got pissed off because they're just like, I clicked this picture thinking it was Big Mac and caramel. It's just like,
well, people keep thinking my OC's Scootaloo, so I'm in the same boat. It must be something with podcasters. We make our OCs look like ones from the show.
Yeah, there was this one that was it was Caramel laying on his back that somebody linked to me going, hey, did you get porn of your character? And it was Caramel laying on his back, his similar hairstyle to Sandy, and just cum all over the place. And I was like, oh, no, that's not Sandy. Because you couldn't see his cutie mark. Oh. And I was just like, why?
And actually, there are a couple more things here I'm just going to clear out really quick. Sigmas, who's the mod behind the Philly Chrysalis Tumblr that Bullshit plugged last week.
Yeah, and he's also my roommate.
Yes. He sent us a quick message saying, you fooled me. This is actually from a couple weeks ago. Just heard the latest episode, and I totally thought that was Lucky's room. Good one. So, yeah, he's referring to a couple episodes back.
Oh, my God.
Basically, the joke was I had posted up images of this from the psilocybin forum, and it was a psilocybin user posting pictures of his room, which looked like the den of hell. It was awful. There was fleshlights all over the place and cum bags, and it was awful. And Lucky went and posted them up on his Tumblr, pretending it was his own room. And how many notes did it get?
It got like 180 or something.
Yeah, and people thought it was for cereal.
They think it's my room.
And people probably still think it's for cereal. So
you should link those in the show notes, just the pictures from the forum, please, just to prove that it's not my room.
I'll forget to do that. And then lastly, we did get a couple messages, and I'd like to thank you guys for giving us that little subtle plug on your last show.
Right, did we talk about you? I don't know.
Yeah. It was like one guy tried to say, like, he was going to try to put up a clop fic. And you were like, no, we can't do that. We got corporate overseers that we love finding Hasbro. They're going to get really angry. La-da-da. Send that over the Grand Canterlot Cavalcade. And he actually got a lot of listeners who used to listen to my Electric Brony show who kind of rediscovered what I've been doing as the Grand Canterlot Cavalcade. So,
we're helping.
Yes, you're helping bring lost listeners, returning lost sheep to the flock or something, I don't know. So yeah, we got a couple messages about that saying, hey, we rediscovered you guys because of the Bronyville show, and it's awesome, you guys are still doing shit. Yay. So,
Yay.
You're doing shit? That's disgusting.
Well, sweetie, people have their own choices, that you're not supposed to judge.
Fag.
I can't believe that you would use such language in this community. I find such language hurtful and disrespectful and
Disrespectful.
Okay, well, I find that language arousing.
Okay.
Well, just to let you know, I'm loading my offensive cannons with the C ammo. with the C word ammo, so you watch yourself, Starry.
Bring it on, bitch.
Whoa.
Oh, you just brought it, dear sir.
I'll be stoic. I'll be like,
to buy some burn heal.
I'll be stoic like the United States and the whatever.
The United States in the Civil War. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
What the fuck are you? Do you even listen to yourself talk?
No, really, when it gets to be this late at night after a 60-hour week, it's like words just fall out of my mouth. Yeah, I'm gonna be stoic and respectable and.
Guys, he's having a stroke. This is serious.
Why do I smell almonds? Why does it smell like almonds all of a sudden?
Lift your legs. Lift your legs, for God's sakes.
Oh, shit.
Follow
Lightning.
the steps. Follow the I don't remember the steps from that one commercial about strokes, but you should follow them.
How many?
I feel like Storm. I feel like Storm from the X-Men. I feel lightning shooting up my arm.
Go into the light.
Are your eyes going white?
Don't go into the light.
No, don't go into the light.
No,
I don't want to go to heaven. I want to go to hell where all the
No, you
hookers
should go
and
with-
blackjack are.
No, trust me.
Oh.
Go into the light now.
No, I don't want to go to heaven. I want to go to hell. They have all the blackjack and hookers.
Well, then don't go into the light.
Yeah.
Well,
Fuck you, God.
No, you just gotta. You have to stay.
No, but that's
you have to-
that's the trick. The light is actually hell, so everybody's trying to push them away from the good stuff.
no.
Is going to the light. Oh, fuck.
This is how you get into hell. You see the light, and then you say the 3 magic words. Fuck the police, and then you go to hell.
Yeah, but God isn't the popo.
He's the man.
He is the man. Wait, why are you implying that God's a man?
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Alanis Morissette played God in Dogma.
Dogma's an excellent movie. Fucking bro who Starry Night. You have good taste in movies. Yeah.
There's actually
Yeah.
speaking of Kevin Smith films. After you went nuts about it on Tumblr, I went and I watched Red State,
Oh, wasn't that spectacular?
which was indeed a spectacular movie.
Yes.
I was terrified.
Yeah,
the
and
entire
then
time.
and he realized that myself and Chef Sandy live in areas where people like that live.
I used
So,
to.
yep.
I'm so much happier. I live in this godforsaken leftist California. It's awesome. You should
Think it was-
try it. California is great.
I'm more interested. I kind of like to go to Portland. Portland seems less
Guys,
God,
no matter what.
Such a hipster douche. Ugh.
exactly.
Guys, no matter what, Canada will always be better. Sorry. That's the way it is.
We have a military anyway.
What? Excuse me?
We have a military.
No, you don't. You just have a bunch of gay people.
It's true.
That is true. That's true. We're total
It's only
players.
gay people who defend this country. That's why they always want to be in the military.
Yes, it's that shit. It's that shit they put in the Gatorade when you're in basic military training.
Oh, the Gatorade. Oh, God.
Yes. Yes.
Gatorade.
Which I can attest to firsthand. It's absolutely not true. Because I've seen some shit when I was in the Air Force basic military training. And no, they do not put anything in the Gatorade. People are able to get boners and jack off perfectly fine. As I discovered to my horror when I was working night guard a couple nights.
Tell me a few more things about jacking off and Gatorade.
You never thought it would happen to you, but
Yeah, you just figure you're just going to be on night duty, on night guard for a couple hours, and then you see a guy go to the bathroom and you think nothing of it, and then you realize he's been in there for a half hour, and it's like, oh shit, they don't put doors on the bathroom, on the stalls either.
Man, he's going pro.
Yeah.
Half hour. No casual on that.
Fun as
Yeah, that-
casuals.
Yeah, and that's another thing. That's another thing with the basic military training is that all the women who go in totally suffer from the 391 syndrome.
What's that?
When they first get there are 3. Then during the training, they turn into a 9, and then when all the guys get out and go back into the real world and see actual hot women, those women that were with them turn into 1s.
Ah,
So
the more you know.
yes, 391 syndrome. The more you know.
It's like, man, she looks all right. You know what? Get a few drinks in me, maybe. Then it's in basic training and be like, I'll just give.
Just be like, oh, fuck it.
I will rip her apart.
And then they go on. Then they get their first town pass, and they go out to like a fucking mall, and they're like, holy shit! I actually wanted to fuck a cow.
All right, yeah, all right.
Oh, where have we gone?
We've gone some very strange places. So,
Yeah, so I think we should move on to the.
So My Little Pony. What do you guys think about it? Huh?
It's just a show for man children.
Yeah, they show way too much ass on it. There's way too much butt being shown for a little kid show.
so much butt.
I'm gonna write a letter to the Christian Family Association.
Christian Family Science Bureau.
Yeah, and I'm gonna write letters to the Watchtower because this is not healthy for my children that don't exist.
Looking at horse butts all day.
Yes,
Getting dark ideas.
about butts.
Wanting to look at horse butts.
Yes, horse, whore. Anyway, main topic. I think I'll let and bullshit take over from here because I'm smelling almonds and I think I'm suffering from a stroke.
Lift
So.
your legs.
All right. Well, tonight's main topic is pretty lax. This is a topic I've been wanting to cover for a while. And I got the idea to have AC and Chef on after a conversation we'd had a while ago at dinner while we were at a con. And so we'll talk this out, and it probably won't take very long. And then if there's anything else that AC and Chef want to vent about, they are free to do so on this podcast, as the listener base for this podcast expects things like that rather than expects things like your listener base does.
Basically, what we're saying is your listeners are a bunch of pussies.
All right, well.
It's funny. It's funny because most of us in
Yours
this
is a
chat
bunch
room
of gay rods, so there.
And so the topic tonight is the stable mentality, and that's the idea that watching My Little Pony is, a lot of people treat watching My Little Pony equivalent to some dark, dirty secret that you have, like, for instance, being gay. And so one of the euphemisms that's often used is coming out of the stable, which is telling your friends and family that you watch a children's show aimed at preteen females. So I remember when we talked about this a little bit, Apple Cider Chef. You guys had some fairly strong things you wanted to say about it, so I'm just gonna let you guys.
Dumb as hell.
So go ahead and say what you want.
All right, you want to say first?
I guess. Basically, I'm going to concur with old AC there that, yeah, this shit's dumb. You know, I understand that a lot of it stems from the fact that it's a cartoon for little girls, which is somehow this scandalous thing, while dudes watching Transformers, or women watching Transformers, or dudes watching SpongeBob or Legend of Korra and all that, that's okay, even though they're aimed at children. But cartoon ponies is somehow this deep, dark secret that immediately everyone is going to think you are a raging homosexual cocksucker.
Over the line. Completely over the line. Oh. Why the hell would you watch a kid's TV show, you ass?
Like, you're watching a cartoon about an anthropomorphic sponge, a squid, and a starfish that's retarded. That's okay. Ponies, that is over the line.
That just reminded me of when I used to live in Oregon, and we used to go to the coast, and because I was a kid and I was evil, I was only evil because a teacher told me this, is that if you chop up a starfish, it regenerates into more starfish. So I would go out onto the beach with a knife and chop up starfish. Because I was a horrible person.
Monster!
Oh, when they told me what happens when you put salt on a slug. Oh.
See, you're probably the type of person that was like, oh, I should try that.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Here's the thing. I wasn't evil. It was adults that made me do that because they told me that shit would happen, and I had to go investigate.
See, I had like a terrible conscience even when I was a little kid. I would find the anthill and like kick it, and then at one point I went, just like I had a built-in parent in my mind. How would you like if a giant person kicked your house over? And then just completely stopped doing it ever again.
Oh shit, when I was a little kid, I used to run out with my friends with a jar and go catch lightning bugs and rip their asses off and put them in the jar.
Wow.
And then we had a glowing jar, and then we would go and smear the shit all over our face, so we had glowing faces.
So you put bug butt cheeks
So,
on your face.
are you like
Yeah.
a serial killer?
No, because
Don't answer that.
I have a
no,
He
because
doesn't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. It's
Well,
not a
all
legitimate question.
all I said was I got all that out when I was a kid by
Are
killing
you suddenly
insects.
this legal counsel, Liam? Is this what's going on? You don't have to answer that. You don't have to
I am a man of many trades. I might be a sound engineer for you, but I'm other things as well.
You know, now I'm
He's
now I'm
supposed to have been a lawyer.
Okay.
you know, now I'm
His mother had many expectations of him. Sound engineer may not have been it.
So,
you know,
but, okay, just
Yeah,
to
back to-
continue on the topic, when you feel the need to quote unquote come out regarding something, it indicates to the other person that there is something wrong with you liking it. When in reality, no, there's nothing wrong with you liking any show. I mean, yeah, I might question your sanity for liking certain types of, reality television, but whatever you like, that's what you like. I'm not gonna care too much. But when you make a big deal out of it, it indicates to other people that you think it's somehow wrong and that they should probably regard it the same way. It's like the people that are like, oh, I'm going to come out as a furry to my parents. Oh, geez, here we go again. It's the same fucking thing. Yeah, furry's a little, strange, very strange. But even then, it's an interest. And it's a big overarching group that doesn't have like a single thing connecting it all together, then you like this particular thing. And that's kind of the same with Pony. It's like you like this particular thing, and that's just about it.
Oh yeah, it has happened. There was one story on Reddit, I think about 7 or 8 months ago, where somebody did their parents did find out that they were watching My Little Pony, and they were kicked out of the house. But it ended up turning out that there were numerous other problems with that family that really My Little Pony was not the problem.
Yeah.
It was a lot of other things going wrong.
Can I put this in perspective, actually, with a story of my own? And I can say this because my mother will never listen to this podcast. My mother is very, very Asian, and I love her to death.
Painfully.
But she's painfully Asian sometimes.
Has she hit menopause yet?
She's past that.
Oh, so
That was my high school.
Oh, so she's not hot anymore. Oh.
Yes. When I figured that I wasn't straight when I was in high school. I figured that out fairly quickly, and I just sort of decided on my own terms that I wasn't really going to make it a deal, because it wasn't a deal, because I was so horrendously unattractive in high school that it didn't matter. So that was that. When I started watching My Little Pony, it was the same sort of thing as when I started watching anime. I just watched it and whatever. And if my parents are around and they saw me watching it and that was that. When my mother sort of, I guess, found out that I watched My Little Pony, I was watching it with my sister on our TV, and I had hooked up my laptop to our TV and we were watching it. And she was like, "Oh, what's this?" And I said, "Oh, it's My Little Pony. It's the new My Little Pony show." And she said, "Oh, that's cool," and then walked away. A couple months ago, I came out to her, not as a brony, but as someone who is not straight. And all of a sudden, that was a huge surprise. Like, it was a massive surprise. Completely, totally huge surprise to her. Did not take it very well. Still probably doesn't take it very well, just doesn't talk about it very much. So let's put that in perspective then. She finds out I watch My Little Pony. That's cool, okay. Finds out that I'm gay. Ooh, that's something weird. So just put that in perspective.
It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I like a lot of things, My Little Pony is one thing out of many. I enjoy comics. I enjoy movies. I like a lot of different podcasts. There's so many more, aspects of my personality far beyond that of I like My Little Pony. Yeah, I do a podcast about it because it's currently really popular and I enjoy it and it's fresh and new. But I could probably do a podcast about comics or any other thing that really, piques my interest. It's not a defining aspect of my life.
It does not make who I am.
Someone's sexuality is a somewhat defining aspect of your life. Whether or not you're going to have systemic institutionalized bigotry against you for being who you are, or I wish I had cable so I could watch the cartoon legally. These are two different things, if you didn't notice.
Yeah, there's never going to be a point where North Carolina is going to make an amendment saying whatever they're going to say about bronies. Yeah.
Bronies cannot get married to their cartoon waifus.
You never know. You never know, Em. You never know.
Oh! They try to Twilight sparkling me away. I don't understand this.
AC, do you have anything you'd like to add to that?
I mean, it's dumb. Bro, it's dumb. Stop doing it. Cut it out.
Well, I don't know. Do you think we should just, because Ben, you already talked about how your parents found out. Do you think we should just go around and just say how, if we have and what happened, just so that way we can just sort of show that it's not a big fucking deal and stop making it be such a big fucking deal?
Well, I think Patrick and I are the only ones young enough to still be mostly around our parents a lot. I don't know about the rest of you. If they don't mind sharing, sure, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I guess I can start. Well, first I brought up to my friends who are all a bunch of Magic the Gathering playing, anime watching fucking nerds, and they thought it was like, oh, My Little Pony, you mean that stupid show from the fucking 80s that really fucking sucked? And they watched a couple YouTube videos and got interested, and they watched it, and now they're all not bronies, but they're all into it, and that was no big deal because, hell, they watched Hitalia and Oron High School Club, so they've watched a lot gayer shit than My Little Pony, so they were already predisposed to, that kind of genre of, I guess, girly shows. As far as my dad was concerned, my dad is a weirdo like me. So him finding out that I was into this show about colorful pastel ponies didn't faze him at all. I mean, hell, I've told and bullshit and Lucky about my dad. He has statues of dragons at the gate to his house up in the mountains.
That is awesome.
So,
That is
yes.
cool.
He's totally into dragons, and actually I sent him the episode Dragon Quest, and he thought it was pretty awesome, the designs for the dragons. So he's not. I mean, no, he's not a brony, obviously, but he he didn't care. He was totally cool with it, you know. And yeah, it's like even if your parents aren't weird like my dad, most likely they really won't give a fuck. 99 times out of 100, they won't give a fuck, and if they do give a fuck, there's a likely chance that your family's really fucked up to begin with.
There's a good one. I've got 99 problems and a mayor ain't one.
When I was like, oh yeah, there's a really, my sister brought it up to them because my sister's also was the one that outed me to them. But my parents were like, yeah, okay, so whatever. And I showed him a couple clips, and my dad was like, oh man, this reminds me of Animaniacs, because he and I watched Animaniacs when I was a kid. Likewise, Pinky and the Brain. He was like, yeah, I can see why you'd like this. And that was it. And they think it's cute. And there we go. I mean...
Yeah, that was another thing with my dad, is that he really saw the whole, the shout-out to, like, the Looney Tunes way of doing cartoons. He knows that and really appreciated that, too.
Yeah.
So...
My parents just know I'm weird and it was just like, all right, this is this thing now.
Well, I mean, I've always been a fan of animation. I've always liked Disney films. I've always liked anime and the like. So they're like, it's just one more thing. And of course, I'm 28. I don't live at home. I have my own life. And so this was just sort of, oh, by the way, I'm doing this podcast I really enjoy. Oh, you're doing another one, and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah, that also helped out that I'm like...
Doesn't she?
What's that? What did she say?
Say it again.
Jeff, your mom made those pendants, right?
Yeah. She's smart enough to know where there's money. But yeah, she totally made some pony product at my request, and when she goes around and sells them, she finds closet bronies all over at these rural shows she goes to, and a lot of times they're aware of Bronyville. Like, oh, really? So, like, rural Texas bronies know about the show.
That's pretty cool. Actually, I had a really fun experience a little bit earlier today. We went to PetSmart to look at fish and then deciding not to because pretty much putting them in our aquarium is equal to murder. But we went and were looking at a gecko, and I didn't hear it, but Starry heard it. This little boy goes, oh, hey, Mom, that guy's wearing a My Little Pony shirt. And we're talking like a kid like, what, 6, 7?
He could have been 8 or 9.
8 or 9-ish, but just when he's wearing a My Little Pony shirt. And what'd she say?
And the mom said, how cool.
Yeah.
I was so I don't usually I make that decision of just like, should I wear this stuff going out? And I was just like, I'm too much of a lazy slob to change shirts.
No, the kid sounded excited when you said it.
Yeah.
It was like, oh.
So if a 9-year-old boy can be okay with it, stop being such a faggot and just like the show.
Well, there we go.
That's straight from the mouth of the man himself.
I have a cool story involving a parent and a kid. Oh, shut the fuck up, Lucky.
I've been politely waiting my turn this whole time.
Shut up, you fucking attention whore.
The story.
Yeah, you know what, Lucky? You're fucking white and Canadian and rich, so fuck you.
My story's the best one.
Yeah, because your parents don't give a fuck about you. They just throw money at you, so you shut up.
He's not even going to let me explain. He's not even going to let me explain.
Well, now I'm not.
Depression in the system. This is it. See it.
Yes.
Help, he's being oppressed.
Yes. Yes.
Being repressed.
Somebody start a reblog chain on Tumblr.
Can we put in some rumors that maybe, like, he, died of cum poisoning?
What?
This is my friend Lucky. He has AIDS.
Glub.
This is my friend Lucky. He has AIDS. No, he's a totally cool dude. He just has a lot of AIDS.
It's the double herpes that really does you in.
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm should not be laughing about AIDS. Oh my God.
No. AIDS is now funny.
So,
Go and tell your stupid story, Lucky.
all right, so we're just basically starting off from the point where we told our parents and our family, right? That's basically starting off. Okay.
Well, you came out of the stable.
Oh, it was so hard, man. It was so emotionally like
I mean, do you guys really think
heart-wrenching.
do you think it's any important to actually to have to feel like you have to involve your family into TV shows you are watching?
It doesn't matter.
Dad, I like Community.
Oh,
I have no son.
No, it's like, yeah, for me, it was basically the way it came up was like, so what you've been watching on TV? And that's how it came about. That was it. I didn't come out or anything, you know?
my sister had the best response because with her, she's kind of, okay, so she does a lot of work in Second Life, so she's already broken a soul. But, oh my God. But so I start telling her, and I'm like, hey, just want you to know I'm back into doing some podcasting, and I'm doing some stuff. And she's like, oh, cool, that's awesome. Great you're doing it. It's like really popular. I'm enjoying myself. It's on a really weird topic, and she notices that glint in my eye, and she's like, oh, fuck, what? And I go, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and you're just like, God damn it! Oh, I can't. More to the point of all of her friends liked it, and she just didn't like it because all of them wouldn't shut the hell up about it, but she respected my opinion so much that she couldn't hate it. I was like, ha ha, we should go downstairs and watch an episode. You guys actually do have the hub at home. Like, oh God.
So she was smothered into liking it.
No, she hasn't, every time I tried to sneak her down and be like, hey, we can watch an episode, she's like, I got a Second Life something.
I have to go have virtual penises thrown at me by tiny green men.
I gotta go load the dick cannon.
Ralph Pouton.
I have penises I have to sell.
Please go.
Okay.
All right, should we let Lucky tell a story or not?
Oh, go ahead.
Guys, can I talk? Okay. All right. So, anyways, I think in terms of, is this friends and family, or is it just family?
It's just whatever. I mean,
well, in terms of friends, I'll just touch on that briefly. By the circle of like 12 friends I had in high school at the time, last year, at the beginning of the month that I told them, I can't remember which month, they all hated me for it, and then by the end of the month, I was ruling them in terms of being a brony, and everyone loved it by the end of that month. And that's the end of that story. It only took a month for them to crack.
So you turned them into your own personal harem.
Yep.
You fucking queer.
Nice. And anyways, in terms of my family, I first told my mom. I was in the car with her, and we were just talking about TV shows, and I was like, yeah, I really like this new My Little Pony iteration. It's really good, and I really enjoy it. And my mom was like, really interesting. Tell me more about it. So I told her all about it, and then I think I have a story that's like the exact opposite of a horror story when it comes to telling your parents, because my parents can't get enough of me talking about it. Like,
see, and this is one thing to note is like none of these are coming out of the stable story.
No.
This is just basically when it was mentioned, nobody made a big deal out of it.
It was a casual conversation. That's the point. It was just completely casual. It's just, yeah, I watched this. So, I've met some people whose parents just, get really pissed off at them or whatever, but they don't care. My parents, they wanted to, like, my mom, she teaches some class at university, and she got like 8 people to interview me about it. That was interesting. And then, what else was there? I told her about everything I do in the community and all that. I'm never linking her to this, but
everything you do, but this.
Basically, yeah, but
none must know this secret.
I told them about a convention I wanted to go to in New York City, and they paid for it in full. So I went to January for free. I went to the January BronyCon for free on my parents' dime.
Well, actually, I think
you are one of the lucky few that were not devoured by me.
I almost. Well, I'm not going to tell that story, but it was almost all for nothing. Almost didn't get in.
But I think an important link we can make with all these stories, and actually I have a good contrast in my own personal life, but I think a link we can make here is that we all have fairly healthy social relationships with our parents. We're comfortable with talking to our parents. I'd say, like, if you're not comfortable talking to your parents, then you may have problems.
I mean, your parents don't need to know every little thing you're doing in your life.
Yeah. It's like we said, this all came up, for all of us, it really just came up in casual conversations because we're not, we talk to our parents, and I think a really good, I didn't bring it up before, but a really good contrast for me is like how my dad found out and then how my mom found out. Because my mom was, I mentioned it before, I do not have a healthy relationship with my mother. So, when she found out about it, she made a big hissy fit about it. And I basically told her, well, I'm into this. It's the thing I'm into. So fuck off. And it worked because she lives in Germany and I live here in the States. So
yeah, so she got to fuck off pretty well.
Yeah. And
Yep.
and it's like, that's another thing. It's like, I don't have a healthy relationship with her. I never talk to her because, of many other problems. So the My Little Pony thing was just another thing, and a long line of problems. And that's why she reacted the way she did. Whereas with my dad, it was the complete opposite. So I think that's, if you have a good, healthy relationship with your parents, then there's no need for the stable mentality bullshit. Yeah,
don't do that, kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think we've pretty much talked out this subject. And so we've pretty much gone through the entire episode, but I'd like to just sort of open the floor to AC and Chef. If there's anything you guys would like to say regarding anything you guys want to vent about, because that's pretty much what our podcast has become for a couple of guests that we have on every once in a while, or sometimes in the case of J-Hoof, every single episode. So if there's anything...
He's a good guy.
Oh, he's a great guy.
He's a rage-filled guy, and King and he are doing a show tonight.
Yeah, they're doing a live stream right now, which I'll be catching.
I just sent Casey a ton of money. I just sent King Cheetah a ton of money. So yeah,
I was gonna poke my head in there and be like, "What's up, guys? What's going on in this thread?
What's up? What's going on in this? Oh my lords!
Oh God, it's happening, man! It keeps happening. I told you, man."
So yeah, if there's anything that you guys would like to vent about, now is the perfect time. I promise I won't edit any of it.
I do have one thing that I think might be relevant, and it's pony conventions, or what the definition of a convention should be. So we've seen...
Uh-oh.
Oh dear God. Here it goes.
My body isn't ready.
This is what I'm saying.
My seat is in the upright position. I have my seatbelt tightened tight, and my ears are flapping with anticipation.
Now, I am not in any way saying that I am not going to be the person who states that this is a con or this is not a con. But I think that there's been a lot of stuff that's been happening recently where people go, "We're having a convention. What's it based? Well, we're going to rent a hotel room for 3 hours and watch the show." That's not a convention. That's you renting a hotel room for 3 hours. A convention, when any group thinks about what a convention is, a convention is normally 2 to 3 days, registration systems, multiple panels, guests, a dealer room. Like there's kind of a set expectation, and I think that over the summer, what happened is a whole bunch of people went, "Hey, BronyCon was really popular. Let's do that. We have 30 people here that are local. Let's have a convention and bring somebody out to Des Moines." I don't even know if there's anybody if there's a con in Des Moines, not to point you out. But it just seems like there's a lot of meetup groups that just decided to decide to go, okay, hey, guess what? This is a convention. And it's kind of, as me and Sandy have both orchestrated and done conventions before, it's almost crazy misleading of just hey, we've got 6 conventions this month. You know?
Yeah, well, it's like here in Sioux Falls, we have a meetup. Actually, they're going to have the second one this coming July. And actually, when I started podcasting was at the end of the first one, and it's not a convention. It's called the Pony Party, and basically what it is that the anime store here in town basically says, okay, you know what, we're going to have all these activities, we're going to have raffles, we're going to have games, and it's going to be a My Little Pony themed party. And that's what it is. They get, the first one, about 100 people showed up, and it was a blast. It was not a convention. It was called a party. And, yeah, label it as such. Label it as a meetup or as a party. Don't label it as a convention because you build up expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, okay, so I'm looking at what's out there right now. And DerbyHoovesNews.com has a conventions page, which is kind of vetted, and it is conventions that are going to be large and are going to be, that are kind of have the structure behind them to be real things. And that it's kind of a good place to go to if you want to be like, hey, is this really, like, I don't want to say, is this really a convention? Because anything can happen. It's just... there hasn't been like this set structure of this is what people expect out of a convention. So everything seems like it's getting the sticker, this is a convention, when it's really just a large meetup. It's all about the structure and what you're thinking your attendees are going to end up being. I just find it as just, it was something kind of crazy of just like, before the season ended, it was like once a week people were waking up and going, I'm going to make a con. Where are you located? South Dakota. Oh, man. All right. What does South Dakota bring for the bronies? We're close to Idaho for potatoes. We get to go see the big rock with all the presidents' faces on it. It's like... it's there's nothing wrong with having a small meet, but you have to layer your expectations of what you're going to be able to do. And cons cost money. Oh, God. As someone who has hosted and, like, built a convention up, oh, God, they cost a lot of money to do. So set expectations. Having 300 people for a convention cost probably about $3,000 the first year I ran a con. It was crazy.
Yeah, and we do have a local convention called Sojin Con that is actually a proper convention, which it does have guests and all the things you would have for a convention, and it costs them about $15,000 to run it because they get about, I think, 2,000 people out to it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's like 15. And this is in South Dakota, which everything in South Dakota is super fucking cheap, but it still costs them about $15,000 a year to run it, and then they make that money back in registration and tables and shit.
Yeah, you go for it.
I'll up that. I am a member of the board of a fourth-year convention that last year had about 1,200 or so attendees and a budget of over $50,000.
Yeah. And it's like, this Milo Pony Party I talked about, which is basically just a meetup, barely cost $1,000. It was basically just paying for prizes and shit like that. And that wasn't a con.
And the fact that it's not a convention is fine. It's what it is. But a convention is a fairly specific thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if you want to set up an event to meet other bronies in your area, you don't have to call it a convention. Just call it a meetup. In fact, if you call it a meetup, it might make it so that people are more willing to go because it'll be a more sociable event for them. Because conventions tend to be very. If you're going alone, they tend to be a pretty antisocial event I've seen. You know, because you just basically, if you're going there alone, you're gonna just go in and buy all this shit, buy a bunch of shit, see a couple panels, and take off. Whereas with a meetup, you're going to meet up with people, to make friends, you know, all that good shit. So
There's also one more thing which I think is kind of that might need to be stated, which is I think that there's a lot of aims for these to do these events and see if they could get production staff or the VAs or different groups to show up, which is awesome. They're great to have if you can come to events, but you also have to realize that you're going to have to budget for that too. I mean, VAs and the production team probably less so. If you can actually get them during their busy schedule to show up and attend a convention. But if you're talking about bringing the voice acting, don't think that you can get them to come to your convention with a handshake and a giggle. You're going to have to put down cash, and they're going to expect money while they're there.
Oh yeah, they're gonna expect money. They're gonna expect to be paid to come out. They're gonna expect that you provide them with a hotel room. They're gonna expect that you provide them with transportation. They're gonna expect that you provide them with food, and that you're gonna basically take care of them.
Wine and dine them, baby.
Exactly. And that's why conventions cost many thousands of dollars, is because depending on the guest you have. Like Lauren Faust is probably, and Lauren Faust and John DeLance are there. That's a pretty penny right there.
John Delancey is several $1,000s, I guarantee you.
Yeah, and that's just for a guy who was on Star Trek a couple decades ago and then did some voice acting for My Little Pony. And that's several $1,000s, not including the hotel, food, and transportation he's going to require.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't, for the conventions I've done, I couldn't imagine trying as a starting con of getting large personalities unless you were willing to invest big sums of money.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm looking at this list on Drippy Who's News right now, and you can pretty much expect that all these guests that are listed are probably... Well, maybe not the community guests, but definitely the show guests. Yeah, they are all being paid to come out. I don't know if Everfree's paying you guys or Mike the Microphone or Sathisto to come out. Again, that's between you and them. I don't know. That's
for us. It's travel costs. If travel costs helps a lot when getting to and from a con. So we don't mind any of the other stuff, but it's just trying to get to places that kind of it's the hardest bit.
Yeah. So it's just all that to be taken into consideration. When you want to label and that's the biggest thing, is you have to be very careful on how you label yourself, because yes. Going back to it, labeling yourself as a convention brings with it certain expectations. Yeah. Yes.
All right, that was my rant. Chef, what do you got?
That's really about it. I mean, I keep saying, every time I go out of town, whether it's for a convention or for business or whatever, there always has to be some retarded blow up in the community. God damn.
What is up with that? It's just like we're trying to get all of our drama out as fast as possible. It's like we're trying to catch up to other communities. Quick.
Okay, so this is gonna be silly, but this is from Inky, right? And he basically asked, how the hell has the pony community generated so much drama in so little time? And the answer was that the community had largely removed the porn aspect. And I'm not saying that the pony community not having a ton of porn in it is a good thing, but when you're not focusing on, damn, I want to stick my dick between Rarity's marshmallow ass cheeks.
What? What did you say, sir?
Nothing.
What did you say about my waifu?
Oh man, I want to stick my penis in that underage horse.
You shut up, Lucky.
But when it seems that people are a little more high-strung.
Well, and I don't know what it is, but this community is so ambitious. It's just like, I think it's just because we've had such success in talking to the production team and talking to like Tara and a bunch of people it's just like they can be our friends now. Let's all go out for pancakes. You ready, Tara Straw? It's just like, Jesus Christ, guys, come on, cool it.
I don't know, if somebody came up to me like that, I'd be like, fuck off. Shit.
It's just there's so much just like it's almost like over ambition to the next degree. It's just like, we can do everything. We have all the power.
And I'm gonna be that guy, and I'm gonna say that the whole BronyCon success was a fluke. It was the first thing to really come up and do what it was trying to do within this community, so nobody knew any better in terms of what they should expect. And this really isn't anyone's fault, but like the voice actors, they're like, I can make money. For a lot of people, this is their first real brush at having a true fan base, because you got to think, Tara's been in everything, but this is probably the first time she's ever had anybody that she can do the whole dance puppets dance thing.
As you can see following her Twitter feed.
Yeah, and that's cool, and I'm glad she has found a group to do so. But she's still a professional, and getting her to do stuff still costs money. And, it's like, sure, Tara is really cool, and I like her a lot and all that, but she wants to get paid, just like everybody else.
Actually, to sort of jump the rails to something else really quick, I just want to ask you, do you guys have a little bit more time? Because there was something that came up midweek on Equestria Daily. I'm trying to find it right now, but it's in regards to this commercial.
Okay, yeah, actually, this will actually be very good. I actually talked to and interviewed Coder Brony, who's the guy that's done that, and it's actually going to be on our show. The recorded version of it, let me pull up the schedule, is actually going to come out on the 23rd, so we pre-recorded that. But we have a full recording with the guy that's doing that, and I mean I have all the information that you'd want if you want to just I can digest some of it for you.
Well, and I just kind of want to ask your opinions of it, because I kind of, if you follow my Tumblr, I kind of had some real, I guess you can say, negative opinion of it, but it was not to say, because a lot of the naysayers, I'll use that pun, a lot of the people who were against it because it was like, oh, you're going to show all these parents that bronies exist and, oh, we're so fucked up and they can't know about us. And I'm not, those guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah, go Google search bronies and just moderate or with safe search off and see how long it takes until you get to something bad. It takes a while. If you image search Rainbow Dash, it takes 9 to 10 pages before you even start to get to something moderately saucy. You're perfectly fine if you're worried about moms and dads thinking there's an ick factor.
Yeah. Well, and see, my criticism of it was more along the lines of, okay, yeah, it's cool that you want to show your appreciation in this way, but wouldn't it be better if you showed your appreciation and actually buying the DVDs and going on the iTunes and buying the episodes there, or going in the stores and buying the toys there, because my point was making that, Hasbro is a corporation.
Right.
Who has investors and stockholders who only care about money. They don't care if you appreciate that they do this show. And that was really my kind of criticism, was the money could have been spent doing something else.
Yeah, but on the exact same point I'm going to give you here, that, they don't give away advertisements for free. So they're paying the hub to air this. That's the reason that they're doing it. It's hey, okay, the hub is, let's be a little honest, the hub is a floating network that probably needs a few buckets to bail it out. It's doing fine. Ponies is holding it up. Transformers is holding it up, and a few other things.
Damn Versus.
Float, but it's not doing the best. And
It's doing better than G4. I think we could say that. Everything's doing better than G4. But yeah, actually,
it's paying. It is the community paying, the hub for time. So in many ways, it's exactly like going out and buying a toy. And granted, by doing this, it circumvents all the extra bits that happens when you're buying a toy. When you're buying a toy, part of that goes to the production of the toy, the shipping, the movement of this. This goes straight to the hub. This goes just exactly to, the marketing side, and it's just straight money to them.
And this gives the most ego.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll admit that was something I didn't take into consideration, and you have a very good point there. So I think I'll be like John Kerry, and I will flip-flop and say, okay, yeah, it was a pretty good idea.
It's I'll flop either way. I think that there's good to it. I think there is definitely some ego stroke, because it's like, hey, here we go. I get to,
Actually, that was if I could interrupt, that was my point that I was going to make, was that it is a massive ego stroke. First and foremost, I don't really care that they're doing this thing. That's cool, whatever. You want to show your appreciation for the show in your own way, go ahead and do it. People are going to actually pay you on Kickstarter to do this, fine, that's fine. But I felt like it was going to be too much of that, thank you, Hub, for bringing us together so that we could be so amazing and do all these charities and create these conventions and stuff like that. I felt like it would be, like you said, a massive ego stroke.
Well, they have a webpage, and I'm trying to pull it from the recording that we did yesterday. But the guy that's doing the project actually put out what he's looking for, the actual script that's going to be read. Has some very detailed plot of, like, we want, like, firefighters or, military. We'd like somebody that has children. We'd like a family that has children. They're going to background search, so you can't just have Creepy McCreeperson. Uncle Touchy can't show up on it. You have they're going to be doing their work to make sure that it's going to be as wholesome and as correct as possible, almost to the extent that I wonder how well they're going to be able to find people that are willing to do it and be willing and that are going to meet stringent background checks and are going to have 1080p cameras and decent lighting. Like, it's getting to the point that that's a tiny group of people.
Background checks, they're expensive.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, little pieces that are going on, and it might be a while before this even happens. But,
and then they have to get all that footage and chop it up and fit it into a 30-second spot.
Mm-hmm. So
that's going to take a lot of work right there.
So it's my at the end of the day, I go, well, people donated money. They knew exactly what they were donating into. Was there some back padding? Sure. Did I think for a moment about donating to it? Sure, but that's just kind of how I am. I didn't end up just because of laziness. And, it's just like if you were going to do it, you go ahead and do it. I think the fear of, oh God, parents will find out. I think parents, just with about 90% of the commercials that show up on the hub, roll their eyes and just have it on in the background. Butterfly gardens and gyro bowls. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Gyro bowl.
Yeah.
Still want a gyro bowl.
Well, and these were the same group of people who were like, when that New York Times article came up, they just read the title and the little caption and just made the assumption that, they found My Little Pony porn, it's all over. Oh no, this was the same group of people.
Wait, was that article on the convention?
No, it was a New York Times article that came out earlier this week about this woman was this little girl was looking at My Little Pony videos on YouTube.
What did she find?
And she found she basically went down a YouTube hole and eventually found porn.
That's her own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That is the parents' fault. Thank you.
Well, the problem was that certain bronies were. The title was, porn, kid finds porn, and then like underneath it was like, this little girl, while looking for My Little Pony videos, stumbled on some porn, and everybody made the assumption, oh, she found My Little Pony porn, she found Rule 34, world is ending.
Call in the army.
And no, if you actually read the article, you find out it was entirely not connected in any way to what she initially searched for, and she just basically went down a YouTube hole and eventually got to it. Got to some regular non-pony.
She took the red pill.
Yeah, and it's likely not even like, I'm sure that it wasn't actually, if it was, I mean, it was probably like all those tease videos that are on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's not even, it's just like click, and it's just like, oh, look at this lady in a short skirt squatting around, just like, whatever. I can get better somewhere else.
Yeah, it was basically a sensationalist puff piece, and you know what? You fucking idiots took the bait and just made random assumptions without actually reading the article.
She saw My Little Pony butts.
Yeah, it was...
so much flank.
If she saw My Little Pony Rule 34, my only wish is that she saw mine. That's my only wish.
You are a horrible monster.
What?
You're
Then
hoping
I might
that
have gotten on the news.
You're hoping that little girls find your porn.
Yep.
That's like Ron Jeremy.
You heard it here first.
That's like Ron Jeremy or Jenna Jameson hoping that little kids find their porn. You sick fuck.
Welcome
we already
to the
proved
show.
we already proved a couple episodes that all gay people are monsters. So
Yes, you all are horrible monsters, and I agree with North Carolina. You should all burn.
What do you mean by you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Uh-oh.
You people and your toys.
Yeah, you ready for this? This is laptop flip. How you like that?
Whoa, laptop foo.
Oh shit! Glad it wasn't my laptop.
all right. Well, I think we've wound down to the end of this episode, and it's getting on pretty late.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, go handle that stroke. That sounds like it's pretty serious. So.
I don't know. I'm back. Yeah, you just kind of let it shake out, and then you're good to go.
That's Parkinson's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take out that stroke.
Yeah.
Just walk it off, bro. Walk it off.
Fuck it up, fuck it.
That's sort of like it's just sort of like your brain going through a sugar high. You just let it act out, and then everything goes back to normal.
Yeah, it's like being on LSD.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my brain's making popping sounds.
I hate that.
Awesome.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and then your eyes start switching, and you see little spots.
They're all swimming around, and oh my god. I can see forever.
I can
All
see
those
into
little,
infinity and see
I hate
nothing.
it when those little stars pop up in your eyes. Those suck.
Oh.
Yeah.
You cough too hard and just.
You cough too hard, and then you pull a muscle in your back, and then you're out for 3 days.
Your ribs hurt. Oh, those are the worst. Getting old sucks.
That was actually my first sign of getting old, was when I had a coughing fit because I had a cold, and I pulled a muscle in my back, and I couldn't work for 3 days because of it. That's when you know you're getting
dirty casual. Knock that shit off.
What's that?
You dirty casual. Knock that shit off.
Pain is for casuals.
Fuck. So, I think we're done here.
Pool's closed.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, pool's always closed.
Pool's closed, white boy.
No, you don't get it.
No, I get dumb 4chan memes.
Okay.
I've been dead.
I still
for
have yet to
years.
find that picture with the guy with the white afro who says pool's open.
It's out there.
I need to find that image. I don't know where it is, and I want it.
Or you could just take the original image and just go into Photoshop and do some magic.
See, I just have... I've been unfortunate way too long.
Haven't we all?
You know what's really funny is that supposedly I'm this really fucked up brownie, yet I never go on to any chance.
There you go. You are the worst at Google image search. I found that in 15 seconds.
Oh my god! I spent like 3 hours looking for
Google
that.
image search.
I think, Lucky, this just proves that you're a fucking idiot. And
I think that's been proven multiple times in past episodes.
Oh,
Yes.
You can't find images on the internet. Where are they?
How do I internet? I don't know. Sorry.
you know, you're
does-
like you're like an American. You know that?
That is the highest form of insult.
Yes, you are an American. So,
That's so American of you.
yes.
Ass yank.
Ben, save us,
Alright.
please.
That's
Help.
all, folks. Apple Cider Chef, I'd love to thank you guys for coming on. And I'd love to love you guys for thanking you to coming on. I would love for you to
Right.
come on.
Wait, are you going to love me, or is this what's? Do I need to come down to your house later and find out?
I would like to prove how much I love you more than Starry does.
Oh, we're gonna.
Apple cider. Do you really want?
Some crazy shit to him.
All right, it's actually a challenge coming later. I like the way this is
Apple
going.
cider. Apple cider. Do you really want to go into sharks territory?
I don't
Do
know.
you really want to do that?
I don't know. I live life dangerously, sir.
Yeah, this. You're stepping into another world there. This. This isn't the place where you find the little Asian women with the pink plastic bags full of frogs. This is San Jose.
Oh man, San Jose.
That's a scary town.
Dude.
Yeah, this isn't Knob Hill where you find them bullshit's aunt Ling Ling taking a dump at the bus stop.
Man, them hard streets of San Jose. Man. Dude, I almost got a job at Adobe. Life is so hard in San Jose.
Oh shit! You almost got a job at Adobe.
No. I know people who have had jobs at
That would
Adobe.
require him having a life.
I was about to say, dude, could you hook me up with a copy of CS6?
That would require one soul, I think.
Oh shit! I already sold mine for a fucking. What the hell did I sell it for?
My bad.
It was Chance the Flared Stallion, if I remember correctly.
One Thor. There.
Oh yeah, and that wore out after 3 months. It started peeling apart, so that got thrown away. Well,
Whoa, hold on. You bought that thing?
yes, Lucky.
Dude, I didn't know that. Alright,
You fucking
that's
idiots.
all I needed to know.
Yes,
I now know MDF is, okay.
Someone's the size queen.
Say that so well, AC.
Well, if we can end this podcast on one last thing. If you do buy any of those toys or a fleshlight, be sure to use cornstarch every once in a while to keep it fresh.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yes.
And end the recording.
Okay, we're
You-
stopped.
Tell you what, you can go over to thebronieshow.com and register for. Go check out our podcast. It's far less insulting and crazy than this show. And you can follow me on Twitter. My account is Bronyville and Chef.
Twitter accounts Chef Sandy.
All right, cool.
Okay, and you can find me at mdefmec.com. You can find bullshit at bullshit.tumblr.com. And you can find Lucky at lemonparty.org. And you can find the podcast.
No. You can. I want to do this myself. Okay. I don't trust you anymore.
Okay, yeah, it's bluewaffle.net.
Thank you. That's it. Anyway,
Yes.
no.
Go check them out at Meatspin.
You can. I'm the guy on top. Anyways, you can find my Tumblr at lucky.
Glassass.com.
God damn it! You can find my Tumblr. Okay, we good? We good? Real quiet. You can find my Tumblr at lucky-nsfw.tumblr.com. Thank you.
And you can find the podcast Tumblr at grandcanterlotcavalcade.tumblr.com. And if you want a boring, long-winded, totally blowing smoke up Hasbro and We Love Fine's Ass podcast, you can check out their podcast at the Brony Show. BronyShow.com? Is that right?
BronyShow.com, BronyvillePodcast.com, and yes, we are totally public shills. Love you all. Kisses.
Yes. Okay, and done. We are done. Goodbye. Fuck off, y'all.
And what?
Police coming straight from the underground. Police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad 'cause I'm brown. And not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit 'cause I ain't the one for a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on. If thrown in jail, we can go toe to toe in the middle of a sale. Fucking with me 'cause I'm a teenager with a little bit of gold and a pager. Searching my car, looking for the product, thinking every nigga is selling narcotics. Fuck you, you black motherfucker! You rather see me in the pen than me and Lorenzo rolling in a benzo. Need the police out of shape, and when I'm finished, bring the yellow tape to take off the scene of the slaughter. Still can swallow bread and water. I don't know if they bags or what. Search a nigga down and grabbing his nuts, and on the other hand, without a gun, it can't get none. But don't let it be a black and a white one, 'cause they'll slam you down to the street top. Black police showing out for the black police showing out for the white cop. Black police showing black police showing out for the white cop. Ice Cube will swarm on any motherfucker in a blue uniform. Just 'cause I'm from the CPT, black police are afraid of me. A young nigga on the warpath, and when I finish, it's gonna be a bloodbath of cops dying in LA. Yo, Dre, I got something to say.
I'm gonna need to actually jump out real quick. Looks like somebody else wants to grab me on a quick call, so I'll catch you guys later. All right?
Goodbye.
All right, it was good talking to
Thanks
you.
for coming on.
Thanks a lot for coming on our podcast.
Yeah,
no problem.
love to have you back on, dude. So,
Hey, it's cool.
later.
Good night.
Later.
Yep. Thank God he's gone. Now we get to the real business.
Which is
Now,
what
you know what'd be funny? You know what'd be funny? You know what'd be funny is if as soon as AC leaves, Emma's like, "Hello and welcome to the Grand Canterlot." Wait a second, you weren't recording.